Goodbye water fountain that sprays water too fast. Oh god, no.
Goodbye massive blade rack. Goodbye boat bay and where the Lamborghini name yet to be determined lives.
Goodbye area where I put the Lamborghini name yet to be determined when it's drying after a session. Goodbye Strathclyde Country Park water that's sometimes flat but pretty much always crosswindy and choppy. Hello YouTubers, welcome to another episode. Just saying goodbye to Strathclyde Country Park, as that's what I will be doing before I head away on the Euro trip that I've got planned for most of the racing season this year. So I'm not leaving the country right now, but I will be leaving for the trip, which I do have planned. Most of the adventure, most of the journey is solidified, is concrete, but some of it isn't. So still some details to solidify. But I want to let you guys know what's going to be happening. And while we're here, while we have this lovely new sample merch on, let me know what you think in the comments below. And now, let's get to the plan. So, we're going to start off the journey in Bonnie, Scotland, obviously. I'll be packing the ambulance full of food because remember, food is fuel. Tying the Lamborghini name yet to be determined to the roof and making sure Yam is comfortable in his wee bed. Then we head south, away from the warm, sunny climate of the motherland, for quite a long drive. One of the reasons for this trip relates to what I discussed previously in my Not Doing Trials video back in 2021. I have the opportunity this year to participate in events that I would usually not be able to participate in. So I thought, why not grab the opportunity that I have this year with both hands and send it!
Just gonna send it!
After hopefully a non-eventful drive throughout the United Kingdom, perhaps stopping off to see some familiar faces along the way, we have to cross the channel. Still quite a bit more south to go though. On the shores of France, where our Euro trip will truly begin, Yam and I will look back on the white cliffs of Dover in the rear view mirror and be excited for the journey ahead. I've only really ever driven in Europe for smaller distances on holiday or just little bits here and there, but I'm looking forward to the adventure that surely lies ahead when driving through multiple countries to get to the first destination, which is Italy. Yam and I will get to stretch our legs, take the Lamborghini name yet to be determined off the roof and go racing. Maybe have a little bit of stop off at some tourist places as well. Who knows, maybe see the Colosseum, maybe the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but we're going to race, so really looking forward to that. The plan after racing in Italy is still to be solidified, but we have a few absolutely fantastic options. Number one, head from Italy after racing and hopefully going as fast as I can to Croatia for another race. This race itself was recommended by the Sinkovic brothers and hopefully at the same time they won't be too busy for a little bit of a chat with the Yam squad. Option number two, after racing in Italy or Croatia, heading slightly north to cycle some of the world's most famous routes up the Alps, down the Alps, all the climbs. As I am truly built for climbing on a bicycle, I thought I might as well take the opportunity and explore some of these incredible routes. Number three, don't do anything else more adventurous at this end of Europe and head straight to the next destination. Let me know in the comments below which option you would go for. Once packed up, Yam and I will head back north, but this time with a slight detour. Instead of heading back the way we came, we will be travelling in a more westerly direction, taking us to France, where we hope to participate in some great sculling training, as well as a great opportunity to race in some eights. Harking back to the times where I've raced eights, whether in the Great British Rowing Team, whether at Leander Club, or whether at Northeastern University, it's going to be a really exciting opportunity to get back into some big boats and see how fast we can go versus being in the single for the majority of the year prior. After all of this, it should be the beginning of June, assuming my calculations are correct, which takes us almost to the end of the racing season in the UK. But there is one event left for the season, and that is Henley Royal Regatta. But before you get to Henley Royal Regatta, you have to race in the qualifiers. So the plan is head back from France, get to Henley, and race in Henley Royal Regatta qualifiers once more, and see if we can improve on last year's Henley Royal Regatta adventure. And that is the adventure that hopefully, fingers crossed, Yam Squad, that we will be participating in for the majority of the racing season. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Maybe you have other suggestions that I could maybe incorporate into said adventure. But like I said at the start of the episode and in the middle of the journey explanation, some of the plans aren't fully set yet, and as we've all learned over the past couple of years, things can change drastically quite quickly. So this is the plan right now, and obviously things could change as we get closer to the date. So start of April, I'll be off, hopefully, fingers crossed, and then hopefully back in the beginning of June. And then we'll see how we do get on throughout all of those races. Still to enter all the races and make sure they're also going ahead and happening. So make sure you subscribe to find out about the races, to find out about the other parts of the adventures that I've got planned, and as well as the prep for all of this too. Just coming back from COVID as well has meant that my training has taken a massive hit. My fitness is much lower than where I was before COVID, unfortunately. So I'm building back up, which is actually quite exciting because it's really easy to see the increases in fitness over time, and knowing what I did in sort of the start of the season this year made me fitter, made me stronger, made me faster. So I've now had to take a little bit of a step back and go back to that training rather than what I would usually do at this time of year, is sort of turn the screw a little bit into sort of faster prep work, lower reps, shorter distances to increase that top end speed. But I'm actually in the other side of things where I'm doing the longer reps, the higher volume training for that bit longer, which might actually work better in the long term. We'll see, Yam Squad, so make sure you are subscribed to see if it does pay off in the long run. And as always, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next episode, whatever it may be.